All right, everybody, how we doing? Welcome back to the Conserving Freedom Network. I am so excited to be back here. Thank y'all for the patience. We have a great one for you today. It's going to be a gear review. We are going to be looking at the EOTech EXPS3. I've got a couple hundred rounds through this. Can't wait to show you some drills here. We're going to cut to the Freedom compound, do all the close-ups, go over all the specs as we always do, and we'll see you back out here for some shooting, some drills, and some final thoughts. Thank y'all, and get ready for a great video. All right, so we are at the Freedom compound doing a little close-up of the EXPS3-0. So I do have the 0. That is going to be the 68 MOA ring with a 1 MOA dot in the middle. Does come in this really nice case here. I have no idea if I'm ever going to use this case again, but it was pretty nice to get it in. So, kudos to the case. Some of the specs here, just straight off the spec sheet. It does have 20 daytime settings, so 20 daytime settings. And then it does have a night vision button, and we'll do some close-ups here of all the different buttons, but it does have a night vision button that if you press that, it will drop the reticle into the IR mode. Obviously meant to be used with night vision. It is not night vision, it's just dimmer settings. That's got 10 dimmer settings. Obviously scroll up and down on your buttons to achieve that desired brightness. You press that NV button again, takes you back into the daytime settings. What's interesting about this optic here, in terms of the buttons, if you push, and this is kind of more for shutdown, if you push the up button as the last one that you've pressed, it'll shut off automatically after 8 hours. If the down button was the last one you used, then the sight turns off after 4 hours. So it'll shut, the time resets here after every time a button is pushed. So if you do push both buttons simultaneously, it'll power it off. But up or down, it does go off. It's not, it's not a shake awake or anything like that. The windage and the elevation buttons are easy enough to see. And, I really like it. It's really rugged. It's got that external frame on it that really keeps it nice and protected. We'll try to zoom in and show exactly what the reticle looks like here as well. Yeah, it's a good optic. It really is awesome. It's a massive field of view in terms of, any upgrade from anything else I've had. Massive upgrade in that field of view. You saw in my drills there, I really wanted to do drills that showcased, how good that 68 MOA dot, could slide through a target and stay on target, right? Without having to perfectly find that 1 MOA dot. So I did really like it. I think it helped with some target transition, target acquisition. The one knock I have on this, and I will want y'all's help to see if this is something that you noticed as well. On the 20th brightness setting, like the brightest brightness setting, on a crystal clear sunny day. So I was out recently, not in this video, but out before testing it, in just a picture-perfect, hot, sunny, not a cloud in the sky day, and it was hard to see the reticle on that daytime setting. It was tough to see, and I don't know if that's because it's a holographic sight. It wasn't as bright as some of my other dots that were more budgety, but I'll defer to you guys. Maybe I'm messing something up or doing something wrong, but maybe it's just holographic sights. They just don't have as much pop in bright sun. Now, it was there. It was fine. I mean, I found it, but, it wasn't as bright as maybe I wanted it. But, all in all, it is expensive. I think I got it on Optics Planet for $680, so it wasn't cheap. Again, certainly plays into, I'm sparing no expenses on this battle rifle, and it's certainly rugged, and it was in the rain, and I really enjoy it. So I hope you liked this video. I really recommend it. I think it's a great optic if you're going to spend the money and finally break into that, upper echelon red dot. This is certainly the one I'd recommend. Aesthetics are beautiful. That 68 MOA ring, I'm so happy I've got that. It's rugged, it's durable. and she just flat out looks cool. So, all right, so hope you all enjoyed the close-ups of it. I promised you some drills. We're going to be doing a pretty dynamic drill here. I'm going to be doing 3 shots from 20 yards. I'm going to sprint up to a 10-yard line, take 3 more shots, and then sprint up to the 5-yard line and finish it off with another 3 shots. I really love the big 68 MOA ring. I think that's going to allow me kind of on the move, being dynamic. As long as that circle just flashes somewhere in the A zone, I think it's going to be a good one here for us. So, haven't tested that theory yet. Let's try it here. 3 from 20, 3 from 10, 3 from 5. All right, so that was 9 shots in a total time of 8:87. So no real time standard that I really have there, but 8:87. Let's take a look at some hits. What you'll notice is it is muddy and slick out, and I actually kind of slipped into that 10-yard line and actually kind of bump fired one of them. So that was our really low one, I believe, that I really pulled off during that bump fire, and that was just slick and kind of slid right into the trigger twice. But we do have 9 hits here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alphas. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 deltas, not great. And that 1 Charlie on that bump fire. So interesting drill. That was kind of fun. A little scary on the slip there, but let's set up for another drill here. All right, so I was slipping and sliding around in the mud in cowboy boots. Not going to do this bad boy any justice there. I will say it is kind of rainy. Man, this thing is rugged. I got no worries in the world about beating this thing up in the elements, so big check mark on that. Again, let's test that MOA ring. I really love that I got that 68 MOA ring, and I think I'm going to be able to target transition really nice and quickly. So a little target transition drill, 2 shots on the left target, 2 shots on the right target. Let's see what we got here. .86, not really pushing it. Let's take a look at hits. All right, as we look at hits, no problems on this first one. 2 alphas. Yes, there are some other shots in there. They're all alphas. I was running another drill. And let's take a look here. 2 alphas, kind of dead nuts. So that tells me I'm going a little slow to get alphas just like that. But yeah, that ring, what's cool is when you're close like that, I mean, I'm 15 yards. That ring, yes, you know, your gun recoils. That ring doesn't really leave, you know, it doesn't leave the target. It gives me a lot of confidence to just drag it back down or slide over to the other target and, you know, really transition well. So I want to do this drill again. I want to really push the speed here. I might want to go 1 and 1 and just really rip across. So let's try that out. All right, so we're trying this again. We want to really push speed from the high ready. I want to go 1 and 1 really quick. If it's a C-zone hit on the second one, that's fine. I want to swing that that circle around as quick as I can and really see if I can push this thing. We might run this drill a few times here. All right, as we come in to check hits, alpha, alpha. That one was already there. All right, 2 more alphas. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video here. We'll see you next time on the Conserving Freedom Network. Just going to leave you with one burst of 5 here. Really love the EOTech EXPS3. Would highly recommend, anybody get this optic if you're looking for that, again, upper echelon optic. It is awesome. Thank you all so much for joining us on the Conserving Freedom Network, and we'll see you next time.